You think you can keep me down, but I'm still breathing. 'Cause oh, I'm a warrior. So give me your best shot. I'm not conceding. Show me what you're made of. Won't be beat.
Today, I'm very excited to welcome back Charles Darling to Totally Music, who's joined me to chat about his new single Warrior. Charles, welcome back to Totally Music. How have you been?
I'm doing good. Thank you so much for having me back. I'm doing really good. I'm very excited to talk with you today. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. I'm excited to have you back on. When you said you were releasing new music, I couldn't wait to hear it. So it's good.
Thank you so much.
So you've recently released your new song Warrior. Would you like to tell us about it?
Yeah, of course. So, Warrior is a song for the moments in life where you need a little bit of a boost because you need a bit of like motivation, or there's something maybe difficult that you're going through. And when I was writing it, I wanted it to be something that you could put on when you needed that extra bit of motivation. And when life is a little bit tough and you need to remind yourself how like strong and powerful you can be. And
Yeah,
that was very much the hope for it.
I love that. So where did you get the inspiration from for the song?
Um, Little bits all over, to be honest. I it's there's a lot of little stories that have contributed to it. I've I've had a number of friends that when they've been going through hard times, and you want to be supportive and do what you can to help them through what they're going through. It's useful to remind them how like strong they are. And I just other people like telling me about stuff that they have to deal with, and stuff that you maybe wouldn't know about looking at people, and then you learn all of the stuff that they're dealing with on a daily basis, and yet they're still getting on with their life and having to deal with the stuff that everyone's dealing with on top of it. Um, and also like my mum a few years ago had got diagnosed with breast cancer, and through that whole process, uh, she was it was tough, but she was very resilient, and it was very it was very inspiring to watch her continue to try and find that motivation and find that strength to keep going. Um, so yeah, it's not entirely about any one thing,
Yeah.
but it's about a lot of people that matter to me, who have gone through various different things and kept going and kept like fighting and kept doing what they can to get to the other side, and how inspirational I found that to watch. So it's sort of a song for all of those people.
So what are your favorite set of lyrics from the song and why?
Um, I like a lot of them, but I think it's not so much the lyrics, but I love the chorus. Give me your best shot, show me what you're made of. You think you can keep me down, but I'm still breathing because I'm a warrior. I think it combined with the what we did with the music, I think it just has the like emotional resonance and like catharsis of the way it feels, which is exactly what I had in my head before I'd recorded anything. It has completely come out the way I wanted it to, that section. So I think it would have to be the chorus, which I know is such a boring answer. Which bit's your favorite, the chorus? But I do like the pre-chorus in general is a lot of like small statements about uh basically I can do this, I'm gonna keep going, that kind of energy. And I think I like that bit a lot as well.
Yeah. Now, there was a lot of strong lyrics in it that stood out to me when I listened to it. Just kind of keep fighting, keep going. So yeah, definitely got
Thank
that.
you very much. Yeah.
So what was the most challenging part of the song creation and how did you overcome it?
The most challenging was it's quite a funny story actually. So I record all of the instruments myself, and then there's a fantastic producer that I work with called Nat Webb. Um so I record all this stuff, and then I go to him to do the making the sounds proper. It's the mixing and the mastering. And it was about midnight the day before I was due to be in with him, and I couldn't really reschedule. And I was listening to the version that I'd recorded, and I wasn't really happy with it. Like I didn't think it was powerful enough. I didn't think it was communicating the energy properly. All of that very, musiciany stuff to say, but it didn't feel right. So at about midnight, I decided to change the key of the song, which meant I had to re-record absolutely everything. And it was a 2 hour drive to get to his studio. So I re-recorded everything and then I drove and then I slept in my car outside of his studio for about an hour and a half before we started.
Wow.
So that was kind of challenging.
So how did you come up with the artwork?
The artwork was actually a consolation. What I really wanted to do was get like a medieval armor and like do like a full battlefield thing. But after quite a while of trying to find appropriate outfits, it was just not happening. So I liked the idea of the sort of battered and bruised look and it feeling maybe more like a shot from a movie rather than a stereotypical artwork.
Yeah.
And I literally just had two very good friends of mine. They came over and they bruised me up and made me look all battered. And then we just went out and set off some smoke flares and just kept filming for about an hour and then just picked the strongest looking bit. But I'm very indebted to them because I did not do a lot of work. It was all of them. It was those guys that have made it look the way it looks, and I'm so happy with the way it looks.
So is there a music video for the song? And if so, how did you come up with the concept for it?
There's definitely stuff in the works. But it's tough to say when that will be out because I'm trying to organize some stuff for it. As far as the concept, it's very much to do with the inspiration of the song and sort of taking inspiration from the people who the song's sort of dedicated to and that feeling of overcoming adversity and uh using your strength for yourself, but also to protect other people. Because I think I wish I could remember the quote or who said it or the film, but there's a wonderful quote to do with true strength is used to protect. And I think that that's something really beautiful. So I would like the music video to be sort of reticent of that kind of feeling.
I'm looking forward to seeing it when it comes out.
Thank you, me too. It doesn't exist yet, but I'm very excited to see when it's all done.
So what have you learned from the creation of the song that will help you in the future?
I learnt that if I bargain with my friends with favors, they will help me do stuff. Um, there's basically in the song that it's meant to sound very powerful and very sort of epic. So as far as the vocals are concerned, I needed to record a lot of like background vocals. And if I'd done that on my own, that would have taken me days. So I have to thank Nat, the producer, but also Sean, Lottie, and Amy. They all they all came into my tiny little flat and we were all squished together and kept singing the same lines over and over and over again so it would sound like a crowd. And I will definitely be making them do it again because it sounded so good and I'm so happy with the way it came out. So yeah, what I learned is completely abuse your friendships.
So is the song part of a bigger project? And if so, can you say what it is?
It is part of a bigger project, but that's all I can really say. But it is something I am very excited on, and I'm working really hard on, and I'm doing my best to make it as perfect as is physically possible because there's a lot of there's a lot of emotional energy and stuff that's gone into it to get it to where it is. So when I have more to say about it, I will. But for the time being, I'm just going to have to say yes, it's part of something bigger.
It sounds exciting.
Thank you.
So finally, what's next for you?
What's next is I'm going to be working on the music video because I think this it's just going to be a lot of fun to do. And then there is more music on the way. I just can't quite say when or much more about it. But yeah, so it's more music coming hopefully quite soon.
That's what I like to hear. So a massive thank you, Charles, for joining me on Totally Music. If anyone would like to check out his music, I'll leave all the links in the description below for you. Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me. It's been a real pleasure talking to you. Thank you.
You think you can keep me down, but I'm still breathing.